Family, we are in Burkina Faso. Two amazing initiatives in Burkina Faso. One of the initiative made people to laugh at Burkina Faso. People were laughing so hard, at what happened in Burkina Faso. The second one is not a thing that somebody will laugh, but it's a serious situation. And Burkina Faso taking that step is a plus for the country. Now, let's talk about the first one. The first one is the robot being launched in Burkina Faso. First, this robot was not manufactured from the scratch in Burkina Faso. The robot was assembled in Burkina Faso. It was Robotic Week. The goal is to make sure that the country produce everything. We need to get to the level where Burkina Faso citizens can manufacture themselves. So one of the things is, whatever is out there, we can bring it here, study it, and find ways to replicate it. China did those things. In the early days of China did those things. So we are going to get down into it. Now, this is the robot. So they dressed the robot with, what got people laughing is that they got the robot dressed in traditional attire. So when the robot is walking, I don't know, people said the robot is walking like Paul Biya, the way he walk. The robot is walking like, Museveni. They are giving a lot of names to the robot. Just because the robot were, traditional attire. Now, if this robot, this is the mentality, reverse mentality of Africans. If this robot were to be, maybe there was some Chinese, some simple Chinese clothes to this robot, and the robot is displayed in China, people will not laugh. Be like, wonderful, beautiful. But it's Burkina Faso, and what the robot is wearing is traditional attire. So people are laughing. This is just a platform where people display, their works. So the platform it was a digital week. So people came, and then this is one of the initiatives that were on board that got people talking. So the robot was not completely built from scratch in Burkina Faso, but assembled in Burkina Faso. Studies are going on, and at the end of the day, the goal is to rebuild these things. It's just like you getting a motorbike, scattering it all, rebuilding it all, and then studying how we can do it ourselves. Last time, Ibrahim Traore engaged the student in the classroom, primary student. You know what he told them? He told them, look, the school that you are going to, the things you go to learn in school, these were things made and done by people who never went to the school. The school system was designed by people who didn't even go to the school. So it doesn't necessarily mean you need to go to school before you can build something. You can actually build something without going to school when you use your own mind, because the mind is greater than whatever you are going to learn in school. It doesn't mean school is not good, though. You need to go to school. But the difference between you going to school and not going to school is that when you go to school, you are going to learn what others have already done and put in place. You are going to learn what others have created. But those who created those things did not go to the school. They created it, and the school was created to teach the things these people created. So it means that you are also human being. Those guys are not ghosts. You are also human being, and you can also do what? Create, because creation starts from the mind. These are the things he taught the children to make them understand that you can also do what people are doing. When you go outside, you see beautiful building, amazing things, and you ask yourself, when are we going to get here? We can also do it. It is not because that we are black. Some people even believe that because we are black, we can't do nothing. Because we are black, it doesn't mean that we can't do anything. We can actually do it. The only difference is that the platform to operate these things are not there. The talent is in everybody. The platform to display the talent is what we are lacking in Africa. So he's going to make sure that he provides the platform for people who have talent to display whatever you can do. This is what it is. Display whatever you can do. If it is in terms of furniture, even in furniture, he banned the ministers that they should not come. Nobody should come to him telling him that, they do budget and then they will put a lot of money that we have to import furniture in their offices. No. He's not going to do that. The local manufacturers will build and manufacture the furniture. We can't have woods and forests here. You will be buying furniture from outside. And he told them that if you think that locally made manufactured, wooden furniture is not nice in your room, then you yourself use your pay to import from China. But for the country, we'll make sure that our people locally will produce until they get it perfect. So this is just assembled. This is done by the help of China. So the thing came and, it was assembled by Burkina-based citizens from scratch to the top. But the manufacturing of the part is not done in Burkina Faso. Let's put it clear. Because I hear some people saying that Burkina Faso manufacture it. That is not what happened. They assemble it there. But I believe at the end of the day, Burkina Faso will begin to manufacture these things because the guys, they are going far. There is a robotic weeks, robotic month. They are engaging people with AI, trying to build the youth for the future. Because we can't, be living in the Stone Age. This is how China also did it. When Chinese started with China made in China, the whole world was laughing at them. When you buy phone those days, oh, Chinese phone, oh, China phone. What we know those days was made in UK, made in US, made in Italy, made in this, made in that. No, those things are no longer there. Made in Germany. When was the last time you see made in Germany? Now, made in China took over the entire market. But they were laughing at them. So those who are laughing at Burkina Faso, don't worry, relax. Very soon, your laughter will become praise. Beautiful. Another thing also happened in Burkina Faso. This is it. A drone test was done in Ouagadougou. They are trying to ease, the Burkina Faso government is trying to ease the tension or the burden of the people of Burkina Faso. This is a drone test in Burkina Faso. Now, what happened, what was there first is this. What this drone is about, I'll tell you. But what was there first? What is this drone going to replace in Burkina Faso? This drone is to reduce the burden of report in accident. In Burkina Faso, when there is accident far away from police stations and the police have to get involved, for the people to report, and the police will move from there to the site and pick details. The processing time takes sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, stressing people. You see people in queue reporting accident on road. When you go there, it's going to take you a whole long time because they have to get this one done, get this one done, especially when they have multiple, reports, cases. So this drone was presented to the Minister of Security. The test was done in front of the Minister of Security. What is the drone going to do? The drone is going to reduce the processing and the report time from 2 hours to 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, but everything will be sorted out. The moment the accident happened and you call the nearest police station, the police will not move from there and come to the scene. The drone will be sent immediately to come and capture the details of the scenes. And as it is capturing them, it's not going to capture it and then it go to the station before they will process. No. The system is designed in the drone. The drone is working with the AI intelligent, whatever it is, to make sure that the moment they capture the details and everything, the car detail, the car numbers and everything, it processes automatically into the system. So there's no need for the police to even get to the scene. Unless it is too far. Even if it is too far, the drone will be ahead while the police are going. So before they got there, everything is done. So it is to reduce the burden of the people. Instead of coming to be in queue and waiting for processing time, the soldiers must go there, take pictures, they will come back to the station and then they'll be processing it. After processing, then it took a lot. So people are complaining. So they came up with this strategy to ease the burden of the people. So this is a new beautiful development. These are two things that happened within 1 week in Burkina Faso. Another thing also that was going on is that video, I cannot play the video because it will attract a copyright because of this thing on it, the label on it. All the motos in Burkina Faso, they are retracking all the number plate because the stateless people look like, they use moto a lot. It look like they disguise as normal civilians and they'll come to town and buy stuff and go back to the bush. So they are tracking all the motor plate and then redoing everything. Any number plate that is not able to fall within this, arena, when they are doing the tracking and then re-registering all of them, the day they catch you and your motor registration is not in the system, now for you, sorry, but wahala for you. It is complete wahala for you. So these are the three things happening within the space of 1 week in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, when it comes to development, they were very far away. It took Ibrahim Traore to start speeding up things. When he came to office, one of the things he said is that, look, he can't tell the citizens where they are going to start from. It looked like they are going to start from everywhere. In his own speech, he said, we can progress while fighting the terrorists and then building the country at the same time. We have the resources. In the past, when they are counting countries that were poor countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they always group them. Mali come first, Niger come, Burkina Faso will follow. Sometimes Burkina Faso will rank as the poorest, Mali will follow, Niger will follow. Sometimes Mali will be leading. These three countries have been battling and challenging on who is the poorest. But now, when you are ranking in terms of economy, these countries are also following. They are no longer referred to as the poorest country because they are moving forward. Apart from these things, electric vehicles made in Burkina Faso have their own brand. Ghana, you see, the government is sponsoring and promoting and supporting the Burkinabe brand. We have Katanka here in Ghana. The government, you don't know how the government and Kataka, they cannot work together and, build this country. We have our own, Ghana-made motorcycle and vehicles that we can export into the world. Kataka is dead. Until the man is dead, I don't know what is going to become of the company though, because the man is dead. Since the time Ibrahim Traore came to office, if you are in Burkina Faso, you have a talent in you. It cannot go waste too. No. He's making sure that he provides the platform to display it. He is against importing things when we can actually do it. It is not this one that when you are born in Nigeria, you are born in Togo, you are born in Ghana, you have talent in you, it go waste. Go to Africa. Go across Africa and go to the cemeteries, and then you will see talent buried.